I once had the sweetest 95-year-old grandma patient with colon cancer. Her family decided surgery was the best option. And honestly, I can't even blame them. The day before, she was shockingly healthy for her age. She was mobile, alert, and just one of those patients you quietly root for. She comes out of surgery the next day, a little groggy, complaining of pain. I give her 2 milligrams of morphine, and I ask the tech to hook her up to bedside pulse ox, because I've got a 20-something in the room next door who is actively going septic. This was post-Delta COVID, so everyone was sicker than usual, staffing was a mess, and I had 5 patients. While we're trying to get the pulse ox to read, it's just not picking anything up. No waveform, nothing. But her other vitals are stable, so we're troubleshooting. Then the surgeon shows up and starts yelling at me while I'm literally trying to hang antibiotics in the septic patient's room, screaming that the 95-year-old needs to be on continuous pulse oximetry. I call respiratory therapy. We try everything: forehead probe, toe probe, multiple finger probes. Still nothing. Meanwhile, my septic patient's fever is spiking and her blood pressure is dropping, so I'm stuck bouncing back and forth trying to keep both of them alive. Then the daughter stops me in the hallway and says, "My mom just sat up and said, 'Oh, the pain,' and then fell back onto the bed." I sprint back into the 95-year-old's room, and I hear Cusmol breathing. It was the first time I'd ever heard it in real life. She's turning yellow. She still has a blood pressure, but she looks wrong in a way you can feel in your bones. I call my supervisor, and the second she comes in, she starts chest compressions. It was horrific. During the code, the patient's abdominal stitches popped and her belly started swelling. And the oldest daughter stayed in the room the entire time, watching, until she finally called it off. Meanwhile, my septic patient next door ended up having a dead organ inside her. And my other 3 patients, I honestly can't even remember them. That's part of the problem. The way your brain just blanks everything out except the trauma. After COVID, stuff like this became way too common. I couldn't do it anymore. I cried for 2 straight days afterward, randomly, like my body was just dumping all the shock it didn't have time to feel in the moment. That code is one of the biggest reasons I got out of med-surg.